With Erev Shabbos, Parsha today. So, Re'eh means seeing. There is, in Chassidus, there is a famous concept, it's Yidis HaMetzias and Asagas HaMahus. Yidis HaMetzias means that I know such a thing exists. There are a lot of things that we don't even know they exist. There's some things that you found out this year that you had no clue existed 3 years ago, so on and so forth. So, if there is no Yidis HaMetzias B'chlal, then pretty much like behemoths sleeping, because it's the top percentage that understand, that know, and then nobody else. Everybody else is with their heads down. But once I know there's Yidis HaMetzias, you know there's such and such city and has so and so, and you get excited about it. So you know it exists. You can choose to start working towards getting that, go and accomplishing that. And then once you're there and you explore and you get to know the place, that's Asagas HaMahus. I have an Asag of the Mahus of the Zach, the actual Zach. So there is, first of all, the fact that you learn Chassidus and you have Yidis HaMetzias. You know destinations, you know different be'eres, different tunnels and different flows that you can tap into. You know the Yidis HaMetzias, you know there's such a thing, and now getting there is finding it, and that's Asagas HaMahus, getting to know it. It's almost like aligning with the flow. So there's also Riyah and there's Shmiya. Riyah means seeing, and Shmiya means hearing. When I hear something, it's something that's still far away. I can hear something from far away. You know that last year and 20 years ago, or this is going to, L'Asad Lava, it's Shmiya. I hear that, and I still need to process it. It's Bina, it's understanding. I need to process, what do I hear? And then I associate that with, I align that with my own life experiences. Based on that, I decide what I hear. Based on that, everybody hears it a little different. Some people may get triggered by it, some people may not. And then there is Riyah. Riyah is that needs no explanation. And on the contrary, this is where we get confused when we see something, we're trying to understand it. So I'm standing, I'm on the beach, and I see a view, and the mountains and the ocean, and I'm trying to understand it. When really that's it. It's just being present with it in the experience. That is Riyah. It's that simple. It's complicated to be present because there's a lot of distractions. So the Ma'ir this week, so he's basically getting into what we're talking about. So it says it says whenever it says bracha, it says the word es. When it says klala, it doesn't say the word es. So he says, the kitzer, I guess we got into what he was talking about, that es is aleph and tuf. Aleph and tuf is where Creator puts himself, the aluf shel adam, the biggest, the highest, puts himself into the smallest, the littlest, into the ekav, into every detail. As he brings down over here, he went on, brings down this Gemara, something that the one on the shuk looking for. In other words, that even can somebody see in the little things that you're doing, that we are doing every single day, that there is a godly aspect to that. There's something more to it. It's not just, it doesn't, I guess, go through 49 levels of processes of hardening that I can't really be present with what I see. Because In other words, he's bringing out the point to see him in every detail. What does that mean? Yes, he's going to say it right now. Because, listen to this. Because if when I see, then that's the way it is, and that is Chachma, because Chachma is just being without any explanation, just the way it is, it's good, then I'm creating that reality that it's good. Because what I see doesn't need an explanation. What I see does not need an explanation, that's just the way it is. When I'm looking at on the mountaintop or looking at the water and the flow, it's just the present, the trees, that there's no explanation, it just is. I see it and I'm one with it. So if I see something in a positive way, I say this is good, Baruch Hashem, my life is good. So he says you have to include the aleph in with the tov, S. When there's a bracha, it has to be S, which means that even in the smallest thing, I have to say that where is the godliness in this? Where is the Greiskat? What's the chap? What's this galus here? What's the energy like? What's this oil? What's the message? But if I'm seeing it only from one side, then he says, then we're mafrit. If I only see it like it's not good, my life is not good, then we're going into separation, and that's when we're mafrit from flow. That's the clipper. That's the other side tricked. But once I learn to see aleph S, the bracha is with this S. You have to find a positive in it, and if you find a positive, then that's the reality. You see it, you press it, chosem, chasima, and that's the way it is. Because Riyah does not need explanation. Riyah does not need an explanation. That's just the way it is. My life is good. I love my spouse, my children, my work, my creativity, myself. Or this outcome, it's going to be good. Now, of course, you want to tap in only to positive flow. Because the other one, then you fall into tough. You start going lower. And then you don't have the aleph power to see alufa shel olam even in the tough and everything. So, A, C, S, habracha. It's time to start seeing the bracha. Yeah, when ik nagen mafred aluf, mafred alufa shel olam, mishchintei. Because we are the Shechina, we are represent Malchus Shechina. Ashoichem Seif HaMadrega Shehi Bechinas Tav. Shechina is Madrega Tav. Ashoichem Besoich HaMadrega Shehi Tav. V'nikra Ovid Avodazar, K'mo Shkosa B'Shantan Nezozil Paska Sart Mavatim Kimachim. That if you separate it, but you have to find always the aleph and the tav. So that's basically. Let me see what else we have here. Yeah, so it's finishing off here. Shatedi Shalesa Sarponi Menei is everywhere. Shigam Shamuhu Tzimtzum Alakusa Yisbarach. He's everywhere, even in the Tzimtzum. Kimish Yashle Da'azeh. Whoever knows this. Bavada Yachas B'chaim B'toiv Shabadover. If you know that he's everywhere, Lasa Sarponi Menei, that everything is boire, it's flowing in everything. Bavada Yachas B'chaim B'toiv Shabadover. Eladabek is Atzma Ima Debirim. Shabasoif HaMadregis Alufa Shalom. Shehi Bechinas Yichid Alef Tuf Umer Etzel HaBracha. There's the Yashpia Boire Baruch Yeshef Rav Tov Brachas. In other words, he says that you should speak it. Tov Shabbat Dover. Ima Debirim. Shabasoif HaMadregis. Etzel HaDvorim. Etzel HaDvorim. Etzel HaDvorim. You know, express good. Express positive outcome and put out the bracha, and the body will be mashpia. Anyways, it's a Chodesh tonight. I think tonight and tomorrow is Chodesh El. We're stepping into this this powerful. We're walking through this veil. It's soft. There's a lot of cleaning happening in El. But it's a soft. It's like a cloud, and it's easy to just clean it out. You know, whatever it is, lust or whatever. It's the texture of the skin that just it wants, it needs, it desires. It's the nachash. Sorry to be so graphic. It's not, so breathe in and break out. Just go deeper, go to your desire, find raw desire, and you want to check it if it's at peace. That's your real desire. If it's anxiety, it's not. It has to be at peace. That's the flow. Of course, that flow gets stronger. So the expectations are bigger. That's fine, but just find your flow. Find where you're at and be real with it. So Rosh Chodesh. Have an awesome Shabbos and a good Chodesh.